I'm in here. You in here.
We
Happy
in here.
day.
Hello.
Happy day.
Yes.
Ask the Mavens is what we're doing today. Happy day.
Meet the Mavens. Happy day.
Uh, we. Oh, is it Meet the Mavens? I thought it was Ask the Mavens.
Oh Lord. I thought you said meet them. It is.
You. Wait a minute. Is it?
I thought it was meet the Mavens.
I thought it was Ask. You know what? Either
Listen,
way, they
y'all.
meeting us and they
You
gonna
gonna
ask.
meet us and then you can ask us. How about that? We gonna meet us first. Because some of y'all might not know us just yet, but you want to. Okay.
You want to?
Mark this thing out.
Do they
They
want
want
to?
to.
Do they want to?
They will
Sounds
want to.
good. Sounds
Absolutely.
sounds good to me. So first and foremost, let's meet the Mavens. All right. So go ahead, introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hello, world. My name is Tara Payne. I am the founder and CEO of Maven's Meet, and we connect and educate mavens so that they can scale and grow their businesses. And I'm happy to be here with, I won't introduce her, I'm gonna let her introduce herself, but with Erica Kesse, my co founder, and I'll let her introduce herself now.
Yes, everyone. I am a love force with mysterious wisdom, celebrating life. And I am so pleased to be the co founder of Maven's Meet with Tara Payne here because I believe in it. And I'm really excited about what we are going to be able to create moving forward. We're already making changes. I want you all to know that there's some great things on the horizon. First and foremost,
Mhm.
we are going to make sure that we uphold two main
Tenants.
objectives,
Mhm.
right? And those are education and connection. So who and what are we educating? We are basically educating you on business acumen, both the CEO and everybody else who considers themselves a maven and who needs to connect with another maven. So if you are wanting professional development and
Mhm.
advancement, then this is the place to be. This is where we will be happy to train you to do all of the wonderful things that you're wanting to do in your business, strategically plan with you, organize things, and have you to be able to develop and scale your business.
Yes, using
So,
connection and community. That is our
yes,
goal.
yes,
Yes. I heard
that's
somebody say
education.
that the connection is the new currency. Connection is the new currency.
Now, okay, and I'm glad that you mentioned that connection is a new currency. So tell us more about the connecting piece.
Oh,
How are we doing that?
now that's a great question. So what we are doing is we have a network of, as Erica mentioned, mavens, professionals who do all sorts of things. They're business owners, um, support personnel, and we are connecting them using their mission, vision, values, and assessing. So in essence, we're matching them together based on the outcomes that they said they want to have. And it's so fun to see people um, get where they want to go. A lot of times I've heard, and there's an African proverb, and it may be an ancient Chinese proverb. Y'all know I've heard Chinese, I've heard African, but it says if you want to go fast, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So, as the founder of Maven's Meet, I was a solo founder, and I'm so grateful that Erica came along. She was actually an answer to prayer, so that we can take the next step in making connections. So, I don't think it's by happenstance that we were connected in order to be able to connect other people so that they can go further as well. I hope I answered your question. Did I answer your question?
Oh, yes, you did. You answered the question. And I and connection here at Maven to me is so important because it's I think that there has been some stigma associated with um individuals who a CEO or an executive may hire. Um, you know, calling them VAs or calling them secretaries. I just remember I was in administration and moved up the ranks in doing these kind of supportive roles,
Mm-hmm.
and felt, I didn't feel, or I gave the acknowledgement and had the appreciation that
Mm-hmm.
I should have received when I know that I was running the show.
That's so true. I can relate to have I've had the same experience. And for years, Erica, I didn't even want to do administrative work. So when COVID came, and we were all, I remember bored at the house board. I was like, okay, so I needed for my family a way to bring in income. And when I prayed and when I talked to people who knew me professionally and personally and asked them what it was that they, thought that they would come to me for, it was that. It was, come on and sip your tea. It was professional work. It was administrative work. And I was like, ugh, could it be anything else? But it was because I had worked with people who didn't know. And I realized it wasn't me, it was them, right? Because if they needed to make me feel like less than them since I wasn't the owner of the CEO, that was their problem. But a lot of times I felt that way, but realized when I had a client who told me, no, you're not just my assistant, you're my partner. I can't do none of this without you. And those are the type of people that we like to connect to. And that's the type of education that we do.
It is. That's the education that we do. We want to make sure that everyone here is safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean that's part of my personal brand and mission and, standing, that do no harm and safety first. Safety, support, and enhancement is what my business, Your Gold Concierge, is about. But in this partnership, that's what I bring. I'm also a licensed professional counselor, a fractional COO. So with these qualities, right, and this expertise, and having that 20 years experience working in
Mm,
administrative roles, esteeming uh, vice chancellors and directors, and you know uh, these individuals, right, who either recognize my strength or capitalize on my strength.
mm.
But one thing that we don't do here is ego hiring.
Yes. Tell us what that is. But hold on, before we tell what that is, I feel like we just jumped right in the live.
We
And we
should.
did say who we were, but I just feel like people who may not know what Maven's Meet was or were, might be like, why are we talking to them? And what do you mean she's your new CEO? So I mentioned that I'm the founder and CEO of Maven's Meet. And we started as a professional support and development organization. And what happened is that I started doing virtual assistant work. Then I created a curriculum with one of my coaches, shout out Ramon Walker, to teach other women how to make virtual assistants the business that would help them get to the life that they dreamed of and deserved. So it's been a couple of years. Eric and I met, and I didn't even remember when we first met. I remember when we met again, you said we've met before. And I was like, we have? I meet so many people because I
Mhm.
am the connection maven. Um, but I'm grateful that you came back around. She and I talked and realized that we are very aligned on a lot of things. And the strengths that she has operationally is something that Maven's Meet needed, is that we needed here at Maven's Meet. So I'm so grateful that we are now in partnership. She as the COO and myself and co-founder, and myself as the CEO. So that's why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen all across the world, to just share with you. It's an announcement. We've got a COO. Oh, no, but you're on here. You're on this side. We've got a COO, a new COO that I'm so excited to be partnering with. Um, I, I mean, I've partnered before, not in business, but I have fun with Erica. And Erica also, Erica also is like, no, ma'am, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this, or we're organized. And I can be organized, right? But what she brings, we need it here in order to be able to reach the 1,000 women that it's on my heart to reach. Because this is not just about us. This is about us revolutionizing and helping other women to be all that they've dreamed. So I wanted to give that context because I think it's very important. The reason that we're here is because there are mavens who are watching who maybe have never heard of you or myself, or your Gold Concierge, which is Erica's business, or Maven's Meet, who will become a part of our community because of the work that we do for women and ultimately for the world. So, yes, thank you for letting me add that context.
Oh, of course. And add anything that you would like. So I'm so accustomed to, and it kind of goes with the why we're great as being co-founders is I'm a let's go kind of chick, and we got something to say.
I need
Let's
that.
move. I am, and other than these other roles I mentioned earlier, I'm also a business execution coach. So I am so good at telling people. I mean, it seems like everybody I talk to, I I am always asking, can we not push in a little bit of time, it just a little bit more. For example, I was talking to a client recently, and they were talking about, because I also provide counseling for people. I still have a few counseling clients, and they're chatting, and I said, so how's your eating? Because that's what I check in with everybody's full well-being. And they go, still having a hard time with that. And I say, well, have you been meal prepping like you said you would?
Mm.
And they said no. And they said, but I have these cute bento boxes that I, went and got. I said, oh, really? How many? And we really got into talk. Oh, this one looks like this, and this is like this. I said, oh, wouldn't it be great to fill those up? We have 15 minutes right now, the last part of our session. I know you can fill those bento boxes. I really don't want to get up and do it. And I said, well, get up and do it. Let's go. I mean, let's do it. I know it won't take you that much. What's in the kitchen? What's in the kitchen? Then they started, I heard them get up. They started in there. Maybe I put a little avocado in here. I said, oh, that sounds good. A little avocado. What else? What else you got in there? Then they start getting excited, and they start filling a bento box. Got done with it in 6 minutes.
Hmm.
Then decided they want to write themselves a little note to go with each bento box. So then it really did take 15 minutes because they had to write their note to themselves.
Wow.
Do you see what you can get done? And that's what I said to them at the end. Do you see what you can get done in 15 minutes when you focus in and do it?
Hmm.
And that's the thing about most things that we are in business, or if we say we're going to do something, if we just sit for a minute and focus, our attention span is 20 minutes for a reason. There's 20 minutes in an hour. There's no reason why we can't get something done, 20 minutes worth of work, and really get something done in that time frame. And the rest of the time, you can decide to give 20 more minutes to something else, or maybe 20 minutes to yourself.
Yeah, that's good. Now that makes sense that if our attention span is 20 minutes, that the Pomodoro effect would have you do a sprint for 20 minutes. I did not know that our attention span was 20 minutes. I thought it was more like 20 seconds with these iPhones and computers. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that. So it's true because you said you're a go person, an execution person.
Yep.
I can execute, but I'm going to be also like, oh, well, how can we do this? Well, let me turn it this way. How can we? So it might be iteration number 533 before I say, okay, let's just go.
Yeah.
That's why
And I would have had a prototype every time for it. And probably would have made a little money with every one of them, even though it was dirty.
See,
because I'm a launch dirty type of chick.
come on, launch dirty.
Like,
Because
let's
it's
don't
launching.
launch it. Make some money. That's only gonna have some revenue and some profit, so you can spend it on research and development and developing it more.
Yeah.
There are plenty of organizations out here who are staying right there. If they know what kind of problems they have, but maybe in quarter 9, I said quarter 9, like this is such thing. But they'll say next year we will make that change. But right now we're doing steady with inflow of revenue. So right through here with Maven's Meet, My goal is to really get a good strategic plan around it. We got it really squared up on these two particular pathways, and with those two pathways, we've already enlisted some support in the educational piece,
Mm-hmm.
and we are working on the infrastructure of the other piece right now. And so, just it is not going to take us long at all
Stay tuned.
to and the goal is to make a certain amount of money in our minds. We have that in our minds of what we're going to be making with this new methodology, and we're not going to need too many of them to be able to make that amount. And everything else that we want will fall right in place
Yeah.
with
And
that.
can
But we
we,
are here.
yes.
We're here today because you see the link I put there for you all right here. Um, Reach out, go to the website. It's going to be changed up soon,
Yeah.
but
You got
right now go check it out because it does have the seeds. We would love to have you to sign up so you can get on our email list. We
mhm.
are on LinkedIn. I'm streaming into LinkedIn right now. Let me put the link for the LinkedIn page in here as well for those who we appreciate the people who have seen the announcements about us working together and have went over to the page and signed on. Go ahead and if you see this, when you do, you can put hashtag replay and that you went ahead and followed that page. We really appreciate that. And we are sending out newsletters now from that page for you to learn about what we're doing and how to get hooked up with us. We would love to have you. We are creating profiles for Maven. So if you're interested in becoming and getting a profile on our website
Mhm.
for you as a Maven, please reach out to us so that we can create that profile for you and your business and your expertise can be displayed on our website. So we're looking for those too. I'm going to drop that link in just a minute. So Tara, tell us what's on your mind. What are you thinking about right now? I know that I've said a lot, and I want to make sure you are able to say anything that you're needing to say.
So I just want people to know whenever Erica's mentioning, if you want to create a profile with us as a Maven, what is a Maven? Well, the definition of a Maven is an expert or a connoisseur. So a Maven is a pretty broad term for those who have expertise in a certain subject. So that means, like Erica mentioned, and like we talked about before, if you are a business owner, you have an expertise in running the business that you run. If you are a virtual assistant, you are an expert in the areas of administration. You may do social media. You may do any types of things. You may be a C-suite executive. Everyone has an expertise at something. So I just wanted to kind of clarify, like, who would be creating a profile. If you are interested in being connected with a network of amazing people, and if you're interested in professional development, because we're lifelong learners here at Maven's Meet, then you'll want to be connected to Maven's Meet and you'll want to create a profile. And once you go to our website, as Erica mentioned, and get on our list, we can tell you more. You want to stay tuned because there's some great stuff coming. That's what's on my mind. And just going, I'm excited to go. Let's go.
Absolutely amazing. I am dropping this link now for you all so that you can find that and connect with the LinkedIn and follow us there. We are also on Tara. We're on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So tell us about uh, your audience over there. What do you want to make sure that they know?
So I know that, well, I first want to thank everyone who is following and has followed me. Now, we're actually on my personal page. The next time we come, we'll probably be on the Maven's Meet page. But people who follow me follow the work that I've done, follow my family journey, follow my author journey. They know that I am the founder of Maven's Meet, and they know that I am very passionate about helping women to be to help women with economic empowerment, right? So we all have something that we're good at, and those things that you're good at can help you get to where you want to go. So over there, I mean, there's Ray Ray and Pookie Nim. No, I'm just kidding. So there's family, there's friends, And there's business connections over here. And I thank you all for watching, and thank you for following the Mavens Meet journey till now. I'm excited for you guys to follow us the next leg of the journey.
Oh, yes. And if you know someone that really would love to be connected with individuals who are going to truly care about their journey, make sure they stay safe as they are looking for opportunities as a business owner, as someone who is trying to be a VA, an online business manager, a coach, an accountant, any of those service providers out there. And they need to connect themselves with CEOs
Mm-hmm.
to provide services. Well, then send them our way. We would love to interact with them. We'll love to advocate for them and to get them set up with CEOs. So the process with connection is CEOs come to us or
Mm-hmm.
we are interacting with them. They are we are giving them a profile, the same profile that you all will be getting as well. The profiles will be on the website. They are then taught exactly and making sure that they're going to be good with hiring a new person, because a lot of CEOs may not have their structure and organization in place to hire new people, right? And they will have some education around
Delegation.
how best to
Mhm.
treat their
Yes.
their, their new team members. All right. Then they will get an interview with 3 top candidates that we will connect them with based on personality, expertise. We have a whole assessment for this that will tie them to people together. They also can specifically go through the profiles and
Mm-hmm.
decide they would like to interview with one of the other people. They're going to get an interview set up. There's an onboarding process for
Mm-hmm.
them to be able to then get set up with that appointment. They take that appointment, they choose their candidate that they would like to have. And then this CEO also gets the opportunity to send, especially coming through us, send their team member back to get education or come back to us for education. Um, and we will continue to create and continue this wonderful relationship where if they're ever needing another staff person, another team member, they can come here as a resource. And we're creating a culture of, um, you know, care and respect
An
and honor
ecosystem.
for each other,
Mhm.
mhm, for each
Yeah,
other's expertise,
I love that.
respect for each other's expertise, and
Can you
then
say that one more time?
respect for each other's expertise.
I like that.
Hmm.
It's necessary.
And because one thing about the expertise and people who are support staff is they are able to learn new things quickly in
Mm-hmm.
order to accentuate or esteem their person that they're doing this work for. They're good at that. That is a skill that should be paid
It
for.
is.
It's not, but that's not one that has been paid.
Come on. We can let that soak for a minute. That's so true. That's a skill that needs to be paid for. I think a lot of times it's been taken for granted because as these support professionals, as assistants, we just do it. So I think people just think, oh, it's just what you do. No, this is a skill that I have actually acquired over my years.
You notice if you ever look at any administrative staff support person, that's not one of the things that they say they're looking for.
Mm, mm.
But we naturally give it because how do I support this person without going to watch 5 YouTube channels or YouTube videos on this thing, or doing a special training on Asana because I know I need to use this to keep them in straight. These
Mm-hmm.
are additional things that they took upon themselves
To
to
learn.
do. Yeah, and learn. And sometimes when someone doesn't do that, uh, there is someone who says, "Oh, this person's no good." No, it's not that. This person was operating according to the job description.
Okay. Now that's a whole nother meet the Maven. Now that's gonna be an ask the Maven because that right there. I don't know. I'm trying to remember when I was younger in the newspaper. Some of y'all are probably too young to know about reading newspaper, but there was a column, Dear Abby. Do you remember Dear Abby?
Mm-hmm.
People would write in and ask Abby stuff. Ask the Maven is gonna be like that with us because there's some stuff that people want to know. Like a lot of times you mentioned you just brought it out. People like, oh, my assistant, they didn't work out. Well, they were doing what you asked them to do, and what you needed, you really didn't even ask for. Right. So anyway, well, I'm so grateful that y'all
And
have
it's
tuned
so
in.
funny. It's so amazing too that they say, you say all the time, people say, um, on they put on job descriptions and anything else we ask, like they put that as the last thing, is anything else we
Yeah.
request. But the thing is, most CEOs don't know how to delegate, and most CEOs don't ask for things. Usually, one of my experience has been, I'm the secretary sitting, supposed to be, or the receptionist, or supposed to be this mediocre, a little job, little person to do this little job. But I'm really the one who is keeping everybody organized and making sure everybody where they're supposed to be and checking on everybody and watching everything. And is that in my job description? No, my job description was to sit at that desk
Yeah.
and
And
greet
greet
people when they
people.
come in the door.
But nope, I took it to another level. I'm actually, I equate it to whenever you go to a play or the ballet, right? The people that you see are in front of the curtain, but the people that's keeping everything together are behind the curtain, right? So we are, as support staff, administrative professionals, behind the curtain saying, oh, nope, now it's you. No, now we got 10, 9, 4. Okay, now you come over here. No, you need to do this, right? Oh, change scene. We're going to do this now. We need to do. So, yeah.
Listen, how long we supposed to be out here? Because I got a story to tell about me going to this
You can
organization.
wrap up in 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I went to this organization. Okay, so I'm coming in as a consultant. First and foremost, they found me on the LinkedIn, and they asked me to come into their organization. I get there and I'm asking the questions. Man, I'm asking questions like, "What's the vision?" I the executive staff gets together. The founder tells the vision, and nobody on the executive staff knew that vision. Okay. They was like, we ain't never heard that before. That's our vid? Oh, I said, well, maybe y'all should write it together since apparently this is not what it is, or maybe it is, but we all need to be on the same page because I don't know how y'all going where you going anywhere if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
Everybody is knowing where they're going. That's probably why y'all have me coming here. We already done fixed it. Thanks for my money. I'm out. No, but I did way more than that because recognize that nobody had job descriptions. Yeah. Let me tell you the most important thing. The person that was running everything was the administrative assistant. And the person that everybody trusted to keep everything together and what actually upheld the business because he actually knew what the vision was, he knew what all the things was the administrative assistant. So I said to him, sir, you are not just you're the captain of this ship.
The whole
I need you to know.
Yeah.
I empowered him, and my recommendation was, you all don't need me, you need to empower your captain.
That's good. That's a whole nother conversation too, where people have hired people outside of the organization when what they need is right there. And they just need to know how to. Now, this is why the education piece is so important. They need to know how to activate what's already in the camp.
Activate. Woo! So this will be the 5th time I've said this. I've talked about this. I actually did a newsletter about this earlier this year called Activate Your Resources. There, most of the time, everything we need is right there. Even when I came in here with Tara, I said, Tara, ma'am, you're the connection maven. We had to activate what we already have here. Because what we have here is a multi-million-dollar business.
Amen.
It just has to be activated. And most of the time, the person you want to hire is someone who's going to make sure that they activate you.
Oh, that's good.
Talking to you all CEOs
CEO.
out there, the person you need to meet is someone who's not going to trigger you and someone who's going to activate you, and you're willing to allow them to, but you also appreciate and honor that that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They showing up as a maven because that's an expertise.
Yep. And you allow them to operate within that.
Yes. So it's been so lovely.
It has. I'm excited to do this again. Again, follow up.
I'll be doing this again next month.
I think we're gonna do it next month. Once a month, we'll be doing these.
Next
So
month,
get
once
your
a
questions
month.
ready. CEOs, Mavens, get your
Get
questions
y'all
ready.
questions, and we're gonna put out a little post to let y'all know next time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna take
Maybe popped up
snippets
on
of
them
this.
today.
We'll put them out, and we need y'all to come back and come with your questions, CEOs, and all the other mavens out there. I have put the form down here for you. This is the form for you to go to if you want to sign up to be a Maven and get a profile with us. All right, you all, create a thriving rest of your day. What are your closing comments, founder Tara Payne?
Go operate and exercise the greatness that you already have, that you already possess. Yeah. And have fun doing it.
That's fun. Yes. Let it be a song that you sing in your heart.
Ooh. Don't get me started because I will sing a song in my heart. Now she know that. Why she say that? This way. Why she say that? I feel like I'm on the Brady Bunch. You know how they had them little squares?
Here's the story. Right.
Lovely.
Bye.